In this video, we'll explore the Animation Manager, a powerful component of the SmartAnim plugin for 3ds Max. Designed to work with any custom rig, it provides a unified system for copying, pasting, mirroring, saving, and loading animations and poses. It can be applied to any object in the scene, but of course, it's also integrated directly with the SmartAnim Rig System. Let's dive in. We're going to use this basic robotic arm as an example, but you can use any custom rig of your own to follow along on this tutorial. To begin with, we need to apply the Animation Manager modifier to each node that will be animated, but we can do this faster by applying the modifier to all the nodes at the same time, and then clicking on the Make Unique button here, so we make sure that the modifiers won't remain instanced. Here in the Modify panel, we have all the main operations that we can use. But first, let me animate this robotic arm a little bit. With this animation finished, we can select any object of the rig and save the full rig animation with this button here. Now, let me delete all the keys from this rig. You can just select any object from the rig and click on Load Rig Animation, select the file, and as you can see, the full rig animation is loaded back. For the next part, we're going to see how the Animation Manager works with this character that's using the SmartAnim Rig System. As you can see, it already has an animation. The Animation Manager is already integrated into the rig system, so we don't need to apply it manually. It's assigned to each control helper, as we can see here. Now let's save this animation. Perfect. Let's open another scene with the same character that has some modifications, but no animation. Let's select any control helper, click on the Load Rig Animation button, select our saved animation file, and there we go. The full animation is now loaded into this character. This also works with characters that have different proportions, but were created using the same SmartAnim Rig system, as we can see here with this character. Let's explore these operations over here. We can copy, paste, mirror, load, and save poses and tracks, but only for the selected nodes, just as we can see here. Let's try the same thing with the animated tracks. Click on the track button here and then on the copy button. This copies all the keyframes of the selected objects, and you can now paste mirror this animation to the other arm. You can also save and load this track in the same way that we did with the pose. Now over here, we have these additional operations. You can select all the controls of the rig, you can add or delete keys on the current frame, or delete all the keys in the animation. You can also reset the pose of the selected nodes, and with these buttons, you can open the pose kit or UI panel used in this rig. As a last step in this tutorial, let's take a look at the settings by clicking on this button over here. For now, you don't need to change anything here. This panel is mainly used when preparing your own custom rigs to work properly with the Animation Manager. The tags over here are used to map nodes when loading or pasting poses and animations. This way, nodes that share the same tag will receive the same animation, even if they're named differently in the scene. In this case, you can see how this control helper is using the tag L upper arm. Next, we have retarget size. This controls how animations are scaled when transferring motion between rigs of different sizes. You can leave it off, and SmartAnim will try to automatically handle the scaling. Here we have the mirror settings. With these, you can define how objects mirror from one side of the rig to the other, including mirror pairs and mirror axes. And finally, we have the root checkbox. This defines which control helper is treated as the main root of the hierarchy and helps to correctly identify the full rig structure. This can also be automatic, but it's generally better to set it manually. And that's the overview of the Animation Manager in SmartAnim. Keep in mind that it now includes an animation layers system. We'll cover this feature in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and happy animating!